coping with the loss of a loved one, people are bombarded with a flood of emotions and stresses, and they have to balance the practical steps of planning a funeral while finding a way to deal with their grief. So how can you offer comfort? In today's Straight Talk with the Funeral Director, we see how Edwards Funeral Service is going the extra step for their families by offering comfort in a truly unique way. Funeral Director Beth Buxton, I can't talk to you, Beth, I'm sorry, she joins me today, along with one of her community partners, Angie Jones, the founder of Angie's Therapy Dogs. Ladies, it's nice to have you both here.
Thank you.
And Beth, another example how you at Edwards take that extra step, as we mentioned, to help folks cope with grief. And as a funeral director, how do you see that as part of that process of trying to help someone, plan a funeral and going through the grief process?
It is both. When I'm making arrangements with a family, every family is different. They're individual. So we really do discuss with families all their options, and a grief therapy dog is just one of those options to have at your visitation or your service. So we're happy to be able to have Angie as a resource and offer this great service.
And Angie, who is this here? Who's our grief dog?
This is Trey. Trey is a Doberman, and he will soon be 10 years old. And I rescued him when he was 4.5, and I'm a therapy dog trainer, and I have the classes, so he was registered within the first 3 months that I had him.
He's a beautiful dog, and I can see how he would offer comfort. Beth, how did you and Andy then meet up and partner?
I can let Angie tell you that. She came in to see me.
Yes, I came in to see her to talk about my end of days and, getting all that done. And she
Smart person, as Beth would say.
Yes, she is.
And I highly recommend people do that. And she was so wonderful, so kind, so soft and caring. And, so I felt so comfortable. And then I told her about what I do, as a therapy dog team.
And now, usually, is therapy dog used for grief, or are they used for, because I've heard therapy dogs used before for assisted living in nursing homes and things like that. But is this a newer way to use some of these therapy dogs, Angie?
It's starting to get out there now. In my class, I had 2 people that owned their funeral homes, and one in Chillicothe and another one. Then that's what they wanted to do, was have their dog be a therapy dog for this part of things. So yeah, it is new, and boy, it's exciting to do and help.
And catching on, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, Beth, I can see how this would really be helpful to a child going through grief, but is it helpful for adults too?
I really believe it is. And why I like using Angie's therapy dog service is she has a variety of resources. She has different breeds, sizes of dogs, temperament and personality, same with their trainers. So what's great about her is I don't have to just have one dog like Trey. If a family's not comfortable with a large dog per se, she has other trainers and dogs available that my families can use, so it's wonderful.
Where's my dog?
We're taking a look at some of these great pictures. How do you train a dog like this then, Angie? I know they are actually trained and certified.
Yes, registered, yes. What we do is go through a basic obedience class, and the training is the basic obedience: sit down, stay, heel, come on, command. So they're balanced, properly balanced, and that's also with the individual. They learn that, so both the dog and the human understand one another. Stay, and yeah, I know. And so then we go and take our test. I also am a Canine Good Citizen Evaluator for the American Kennel Club, so I also offer that test in my class.
Well, he's certainly well behaved. And Beth, what's the reaction from some of the folks who have used this grief therapy dog at your services?
They're great. Families call me and thank me all the time for Angie and for Trey coming over and helping them through that grieving process during that visitation. It's wonderful, and it's wonderful to be able to help them this way.
And you said visitation. Is that when most folks invite that dog to be part of the grief process?
It is. It's great. The adults love to come in and get that little comfortable feeling of being able to get out and away from that chapel area in the casket, just a little break. The children love it. Angie gets bombarded with children, and they love Trey. It's just a great stress reliever.
You know what? That's a perfect word. It's a great stress reliever. And there's always, with a pup of any pup, it's unconditional love. And I think at a point when you're grieving, you really need that, don't you? Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Angie, what a very well-behaved dog and great training. And we've had your information up there, Beth, if folks want to contact you to get a hold of Angie as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.